that is out there. And then somebody now responded to someone on Twitter now responded to the billboard saying that when I lost my job in 2012, I learned 10 advanced Excel formulas over a weekend on YouTube and became a retail slash wholesale planner in a few weeks. It changed my life, immediately added $20,000 to my salary. Please learn some skills on YouTube. It is free. Can this threaten Fisayo, the education establishment? That's what I want to know. Because for YouTube to now, which is owned by Google, as we know, just again, this is not in Nigeria, but then we have access to this here. But tell me, what's up with them now putting up big billboards, telling people you can learn stuff? Because this used to be just a conversation, and now the company has now jumped on this and is now telling people actively that you can learn new skills that can change your career and life. What do you think?
Okay. It can't threaten. It's not threatening education establishment.
But we've complained about curriculums in Nigeria, right? We've complained about it several times.
I thought you said it's not a Nigerian thing.
No. What I mean is that the billboard is in America, but we all have access to YouTube here and can learn all these things here.
So basically, what you're saying is that you rather learn economics on YouTube than go to Unilife.
Well, there are economics professors who have videos on YouTube. There are videos on YouTube where you can learn different economics principles.
Officer just said was so loud.
No, but there are videos online. You can learn different economic principles on there. You can learn almost anything. So it's for people who cannot afford to go to certain schools, and what do you think?
All right, so I think of course YouTube is just a platform. So it doesn't mean that even the established education, the education establishment cannot put content on YouTube. Of course they can.
Okay.
So it means that it's what you do with the platform that determines the result you get. So there are different things on YouTube. In fact, there's porn on YouTube. so there's anything you want to watch, right? So it's just I think YouTube is just trying to educate people like, hey guys, there's so many content in here, but as much as people are viewing different things, viewing, music videos, viewing movies, viewing pirated stuff on YouTube, you can as well learn something, learn a new skill. I remember as an analyst in investment banking, you're probably building a model and then you're stuck because there's some formula that you don't know. Just Google it. How do you move this thing? And then you probably see one YouTube video by one Indian that has done something and then you just learn the formula and then you move on. So it's something that we do already. Right, but for Google to be pushing it as YouTube University, it's quite creepy. But again, it's what they want to communicate, and I think I can't fault them for communicating what they want to, what people. I think they want to influence people's behavior to viewing more educational stuff rather than just regular content.
So what are people here? What are Nigerians?
So I think the bigger infrastructure problem is still available. So it means that are people able to afford to stream YouTube videos? Are people able to afford to stream? Is the internet connection even is there broadband penetration that is allowing people to be able to stream video that much? I mean, those are questions around it. However, if it's available, right, I think it's just a matter of, okay, what do you watch? So I think that for me is, children know how to navigate phones to get to YouTube and then watch cartoons, right? So again, it's just about it's a lot of content. So it's just about what do you really want to learn, or what do you want to watch on the platform. So it's just, that's what it is. So anywhere in the world, Nigeria, Ghana, Mozambique, Myanmar.
You think it's going to grow? You think YouTube is going to get more? You think they're going to push further beyond this? I mean, they're doing billboards now. Do you think sometime down the line, entire schools will be putting entire curriculums on video on YouTube and things will get advanced beyond?
The truth is that a lot of people already have their content online. So edX, Stanford X, everybody seems to have some of their content online. A large portion of their content online. MIT X. So a lot of these global universities or more established institution of learning have already been putting content online, and you can access them for free anyway. So you might not even need YouTube to access them. You're able to access them through their own online platforms. So But because YouTube is probably the most widespread video streaming platform, they might put a few content on YouTube. I mean, I think I've seen a few universities put their content on YouTube as well. So it's just what it is. So
okay.
it's the most popular video streaming platform in the world. So
yeah.
why don't you want to leverage it to access more people?
Gotcha. All right. MI from Akoka says basically the U, and he plays playing on words here. He emphasizes the YOU and then dash University of YouTube is here to stay. Nothing wrong with conventional education, but like you implied, the digital age is moving faster than the curriculum can keep up with. I spend tons of hours on Google every week, and you have no idea how much I have upskilled. Education today is the progressive discovery of our ignorance. That's from MI from Akoka. Yinka says, I prefer to learn anything online than listen to a lecturer in any Nigerian school. Yinka, why now? Even they themselves are now watching things online to come and teach us. Why not save ourselves the stress? I say this, so this is what I'm saying. I'm talking about where things can go in the future. Fisaya Rotus, digital schools are becoming more real and already disrupting the norm. Schools in the abroad are already aware and adjusting. The more employers are moving to what you can do rather than what certificates you have. What do I know, sir? Feeling Google this Friday. This is feeling good this Friday. This is Tolu message from Tolu. Let's see here. This is from Simbi. I walked into a Starbucks in Saudi Arabia a few years back, and the guy at the counter spoke immaculate English. And I asked him how he learned it, and he said it was on YouTube for free, and he reckons that made him more competitive in the job market. So we're saying thank you all for your testimonies there and your messages.
Was
we're seeing
selling coffee at Starbucks?
Yes, you're selling coffee at Starbucks in Saudi Arabia, and he learned his English from YouTube. Let's see here. This is for you. Is Oyi from Isol. I said, I just finished my MSc Economics in Unilag, and trust me, we had to learn what we did not understand in class on YouTube. Ha! See that? That's from Oye from Isola. What else? Goke from UK. Good morning, guys, and Happy New Year. YouTube is not threatening the education establishment. It depends on what you learn, along with your formal education and experience. Let them start giving certificates, then we'll know they are a threat. Thank you all for your messages. All right, shall we go to the POS transactions? So we have some numbers from Nibs. What do we have here? 3.2
trillion in 2019
versus what was it now? 2.3 trillion in 2018.
2.3 trillion.
37% increase in 1 year. So more and more people, for our folks listening, so POS transactions hit 3.2 trillion naira, that's value, in 2019 versus 2018. Although the headline from Nairametrics says as stamp duty ripoff continues. So I think I'm referring to the fact that 50 naira charge is still in a few places. But your thoughts? I mean, this is only going to continue to grow, yeah? Point of sale transactions, value and volume.
As people get a lot more comfortable paying with their cards, I mean, it's just a no-brainer for that to continue to happen.
Okay.
But I didn't see the data on a month-on-month basis, so I couldn't necessarily wrap my head around how the stamp duty affected the value of POS transactions, especially when it was announced. I wanted to be able to.
But that was late. When was that? They announced that
was late in 2019.
Late 2019, yes.
In October or something like that. So I just wanted to figure out, was there a significant dip in October compared to other months, or did it now taper down, or that sort of thing. I'm able to do the analysis here, but but for generally, POS transactions grew significantly, and of course December is always the month where people spend all their life savings from January, right? So December was also the month where the highest value of transactions were also noted. So I think it's just it's how it should be, and because people get more comfortable using their cards, and then transaction failure rates maybe declined, or people are a lot more comfortable even if transaction failed and you're debited, you figure out a way to ensure that you are refunded.
Right.
At the beginning, at the beginning, because I get to when people get to let's say a filling station and so the network is not good. Today, I still insist that try it.
Right. Okay.
Because even if you debit me, in a few days,
you feel like the bank will refund it to you.
The bank will refund it to me without necessarily me going to complain. I mean, I know people still have issues with their banks not refunding and then having issues here and there, but people are a lot more comfortable, having transactions being debited. Yeah, exactly. So,
all right.
And then that's what it is. But the 15 stamp duty, again, if anybody's listening, regulators, if I'm a retailer today, there's no way I'm going to take that margin into already thin margin. There is VAT I have to pay. That has increased from 5% to 7.5%. Then stamp duty charge of 15 naira per transaction, or above 1,000 naira. Even I thought they said they've moved it to 10,000.
Yeah, the finance bill has taken care of that. Although there are still, I remember on Monday or so, there were so many people asking for the numbers. I gave out the numbers. We've tweeted it in case you are still being charged. We put that out there. But yeah,
so
now 10,000 naira.
So it's 10,000. So all of that, it's a cost to the merchant. So we need to figure out how to get that fixed up. Ayo Bankole here. E-learning, including YouTube, has been established as a disruptor, threat to traditional education institutions. Even Harvard has published content on this. Schools are being forced to either respond or lose relevance in the medium to long term. It's only a matter of time, says Ayo Bankole. Let's see here. Abigail says, good morning, Rotus. Good morning, crew. Rotus, sorry, I joined late. Have you checked purchase shares online that I talked about? Abigail, my memory is failing me now. I think that's probably a question that you must have asked in the past. But no, we're talking about point of sale transactions and how they've increased year on year by 37% from 2018 to 2019. Timothy, great job by YouTube. MIT has an open course with its thoughts. MIT has an open course that's taught and better because of wide range of variety of sources. Please, what is fintech? Financial technology is asking. That's what fintech stands for. Yeah. All right, that's on Timothy there. Okay, shall we go into what? Timothy. You should check. Very funny. So you can ask your questions in addition to checking YouTube. All right. Partial internet service continues as repair of subsea cables delayed. This is from Business Day. So apparently the whole outage that we saw, the wire that's bringing internet from Europe,
yes,
cut.
It cut. And even though the telco said that they fixed it, there are still issues, have they? There are still issues, yes.
Yes. So well, but they're fixing it. So
they're fixing it.
If your internet is going through the wire or the pipe, as the case might be,
yeah,
you probably experience some delays. In your internet service. So.
All right, let's talk about Paga. They've acquired an Ethiopian company. Apposite, is that the name of the company?
Yeah.
Apposite, yeah. So tell us about that.
For East Africa expansion. So I think Apposite is a software development company. So
yeah.
According to the story, they helped build Paga's first, platform.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think, and then because Paga is looking to expand outside of Nigeria, I mean, Nigeria is a tough place to do business. But of course, you're trying to build a global company anyway.
Yeah.
So you're trying to, expand to East Africa, trying to expand into Mexico. Right. So the acquisition of Apposite is strategic for them because it's Ethiopia based and then they have relationships across the East African market. So for them, it's just acquire Apposite and then let Apposite do the development work for the Paga platform across East Africa, while the CEO focuses on the Mexican expansion, and of course Nigeria and all of the other West African countries that are trying to target. So I think it's a welcome development for Nigerian companies. I mean, acquisitions are always great for in the startup space. I think it's great. So let's just wish them well.
Wish them well. Okay, still on the e-learning matter, Yinka said to the dude that asked whether they issue certificates on YouTube. Well, I promised him that's something we're getting there. YouTube will apply for a university license and they won't be denied. I was running a postgraduate course in a certain school in Nigeria, and I still had to read an online document from a BSc level lecturer from the University of Sunderland, and I came to teach my lecturer who doesn't understand how Central can be used to solve statistic problems. So Yinka is still on the fact that some of our lecturers need to up their game.
I think we need to step back. Some of these things. It's not about YouTube.
It's about the platform.
It's about the internet.
Okay.
Right. So there are so many things you learn online. Right. So it's not about YouTube. What YouTube is just a platform for digital. I mean, I can upload things on YouTube. I have experience in venture capital in Africa, for instance. I can decide, okay, I want to put my videos online, take courses, teach people how investing in Africa is, and then
so if I don't want to now pay a university to do that, I can come to you.
I mean, you can go on YouTube and watch the video, right? So, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't.
Okay, so you're substituting YouTube for we're still talking about the internet.
Exactly.
Doing this. So far, even if
the
you
same way,
YouTube,
I can write an article on Medium,
right,
and then get people to read, and then those articles are able to inform a lot more people. So the emphasis for me is not about YouTube is going to, because you're able to learn on YouTube. You're able to learn everywhere. You're able to learn on Medium. You're able to learn on even Wikipedia, right? You're able to learn everywhere. I mean, that was back in the days where we used to have Encarta on our laptops, right? So again, what happened to all of those? So they're just, of course, when you look at Encarta then and you look at Lagos, you see with thatched roof and mud houses. I'm like, okay, really? Is that how you get it? But it doesn't matter. So it's just a matter of the knowledge is now being decentralized, right? So it's not all about YouTube. It's about decentralization of knowledge, which is internet enabled, and of course, is digitally enabled.
So it's still the same conversation as to where we're going with the access to this knowledge.
So if I now say YouTube versus established university are not stopped from putting their content on YouTube. So it's not about YouTube. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Right. Established universities have created their own digital platforms to ensure that people. I mean, someone talked about MIT. MIT has hundreds of courses for free.
Right.
So it means you can go on MIT's website, MITx, and then be able to learn as much as you can. But of course, one major part of the MIT experience that you don't get on YouTube or on any digital learning platform is the relationships. With right. I'd rather be
and so
on the MIT campus with $400 students, learn for 2 years.
Yeah.
You build a bond. After that, you're able to leverage relationships to necessarily getting ahead is not all about knowledge.
But then the cost
about relationships.
The cost of the plane ticket to MIT, the cost of room and board.
Because of the value of what you're going to get from those relationships, it probably pays off for it. Okay. But again, it's not about knowledge. I mean, there's many smart people that have learned everything, but that they're not getting anywhere. If I'm done with this friend, I'll probably reach out by now.
Real quick, we're running out of time. Valentine is giving us the air traffic control signals. Airtel Africa and Western Union have partnered for international money transfers in Africa. So we talked about Airtel last week when they started their streaming service. Now they are partnering with Western Union. So I guess this is for Airtel customers to be able to receive money in their wallets.
In the Airtel wallet, of course. So again, people are trying to expand their revenue base as much as possible, right? So Airtel is doing everything possible. I mean, I downloaded Airtel TV the last time.
Yeah.
My data that I spent so much money on finished.
They chopped it.
But it's okay. I'll recharge again, which is exactly what they wanted, right?
Yeah.
So of course, I don't have a reason to use Airtel money right now, but when people need to transfer money based on their Airtel network, I think so people are just looking for extra ways to make money, and I think it's good.
Fisayo, he's at Aremo Fisayo. He's got lots to say. Follow him on Twitter, Aremo Fisayo. Follow me, Rotan Quotes, ROTANKWOT. Send all your questions. Follow Smooth FM. Most importantly, at Smooth, almost that's important, but Smooth FM is more important. At Smooth 91 FM on Twitter. Follow Valentine, Valentine_Ohu. Yeah, follow all of us. Thank you all for your messages. Interesting stuff on Monday to discuss. You guys have a great weekend. Thank you for sending all your messages. Business Express, Smooth 98.1 FM. Please stay tuned. Express. Brought to you nice one. Oh, gosh. You can depend on.
That's it. I think
but it's the billboards now. The fact that they put money on billboards and they're actually advertising and saying you can become this